Inheritance anxiety. Few people talk about it, but almost every family feels it. It's that quiet, growing tension that settles around the dinner table whenever someone mentions a will or an heirloom. Maybe you've felt it already: a sibling's sidelong glance, a parent's anxious sigh, or an awkward silence when the subject of who gets what comes up. The truth is, inheritance anxiety isn't just about money. It's about legacy, love, and the hope that what's left behind isn't just property, but peace. So, what is inheritance anxiety exactly? It's the unspoken worry about how a legacy will be divided, who will be remembered, and whether each family member's place in the story will be honored. Sometimes it starts years before anyone passes, before a will is written, before decisions are made. It's the fear that a parent's affection or a grandparent's approval is measured out in heirlooms and account balances. A ring that belonged to grandma, a faded photo album, even a simple piece of furniture. These objects become loaded with meaning, standing in for years of love, validation, or sometimes old wounds. Why does this hurt so much? Because inheritance is never just about wealth. It's about belonging. It's about recognition. And most of all, it's about closure. For elders, the looming question is, will I be remembered for who I was, or just what I left behind? For children, it's, did I matter equally? Will my share reflect my value in the family? These questions often linger unspoken. When they stay hidden, assumptions grow. Small misunderstandings can blossom into deep resentments. And when grief arrives, it's all too easy for that pain to turn into conflict, sometimes splitting families apart for generations. But it doesn't have to be this way. There are steps every family can take to prevent inheritance-based conflict and ensure that the legacy passed down is one of love, not loss. Here are 3 intimate, practical tips to guide you. First, talk early and talk honestly. Don't wait until the hospital bed or until legal documents force the conversation. Open a dialogue about what matters most and why decisions are made. Parents can share the meaning behind certain choices, and children can express what's truly important to them, not just in terms of assets, but in terms of memories and relationships. These conversations can be uncomfortable, but they're also opportunities for healing and clarity. Second, include your emotional legacy, not just your financial assets. While wills and trusts are important, so are letters, stories, and traditions. Take time to write down your values, record a favorite memory, or pass on family wisdom. Sometimes, the most cherished inheritance isn't the one with a dollar sign attached. It's the handwritten recipe, the story of how you met, or the lessons learned through hardship. These are the treasures that endure. Third, clarify, then document. Legal documents are essential, but they're not enough on their own. Make sure your wishes are clearly explained, both in writing and in conversation. Set expectations, answer questions, and address concerns before they turn into misunderstandings. When everyone knows what to expect, heartbreak and conflict are far less likely to follow. In the end, the inheritance that matters most is not property, but peace. Legacy is built in the stories we share, the values we pass down, and the love we clarify now. It's never too early to have these conversations, and it's never too late to rewrite the story of your family's future. Have you ever witnessed tension over inheritance? You're not alone. Share your story, and remember, the greatest gift you can leave isn't what's in the will, but what's in your heart. Build understanding across generations, because that's the legacy that truly lasts.